Sunday night.
Hi, I'm Barbie.
Chelsea and McKenna are playing and having a good time.
That thing's got a bright light on it.
Does it?
Terribly.
I've got it on auto. That means it senses when it needs light and when it doesn't.
Chelsea. Ew. Foul. Okay, McKenna, we're gonna do it a different time.
Why don't you guys go back over there on your...
Okay. Come on, McKenna. Okay. This time, you turn it this way.
That's so far back, she'll fall over on the lamp. Put your...
Daddy, can I do it? Can I tape?
No,
Why?
because I'm
I
just
wanna-
practicing a little bit. This is a new camera for us.
I want to tape McKenna real quick. I want to see too.
Look in here. Oh, she fell off the... Is that too bright?
It's bright, isn't it?
Kenna? Look at her. Don't touch the camera.
Too bright, isn't it?
No,
Don't,
no,
honey.
no.
Don't touch
No.
it.
Let me film some of it with it off and see what it looks like. Okay, there the lights off. McKenna, can you tell the lights off there? Come here, I want to show you where Mommy's at. Come over here. Over here. Look at Mommy in there.
Yeah.
Looky there.
Give it to me.
Wow, that's got pretty good color, honey.
Does it?
You want me to show you on there? You won't be able to see you on there. She thinks she can look in the
Oh.
camera and see her on the screen.
You can't see it until we're done
Right.
taping.
Honey, don't touch that, please.
You want to see Sissy on there?
Yeah.
You can
Go
see
Sissy
that.
on there? Go.
Chelsea,
And
go over there.
Here, come here. Sit in that chair right there.
Come here, McKenna. You look in
Come
the
here.
tape. Daddy's going to show you how Sissy looks. Sit down, Chelsea. And get on this side of Daddy over there.
Hi, McKenna.
Look at
Give
her.
that to me.
Look at her being silly.
Give that to me, Daddy.
Why don't you girls get up and do a dance or something for me?
Okay. Okay.
Get up there and do a dance. Do something silly.
Oh yeah. Do the Tootsie Roll. Yeah. Hold my hand. Hold my hand. And hold my hand, McKenna. McKenna. It's not worry about me. McKenna, hold my hand. McKenna, hold my hand. McKenna, hold my arm. McKenna, I will have. Hold my hand. Yeah. You will have me today. I don't know where you could say. And get me down. You could get me down. Very quite happy. No, forget that. Hey! Forget
Whoa.
Jealousy.
That's so rough with your partner.
You will bless me to say you you will have.
Hold my hand.
Good
Wait, McKenna, turn around.
to stay.
McKenna.
That nightgown's so long. It's wonderful.
Wait, have me go
too close, McKenna. No running over by the fireplace.
She just about cracked her head open.
Hold my hand.
That was too close. This even shows July 19th, 99 right on here, Brenda.
Not so rough, Chelsea. Not so rough. Not so rough. Not so rough.
Wait, hold my hand like this. Hold my other hand.
No, put your hand behind your back, McKenna.
Put your hand behind me.
There you go.
Where is it? I did it. Where is it? Found it. Okay. Right.
Careful. Careful.
Hold hands. Yes. Turn around.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
That's it. Here we're looking at one side of the Edinburgh Castle. We're getting ready to be inside the castle here. And it's Saturday morning. And we are getting ready to go up to the entrance of Edinburgh Castle. They're not sure how old this is, but they have found remains between 600 BC and 500 AD inside this castle. Oh, that's fine. 1713.
Does this continue filming until you... Oh my God. Where do you push the film it?
This here, just recording where it stops.
Hey, Cliff, find the front, quick, fast. Thank you. So you got to do.
That's the Scottish Rite emblem.
So there's Sir William Wallace to your right.
Yep.
Well, here, I'll talk more about him when we go to Stirling. You'll have Sir William Wallace coming out your ears.
Yep, Robert Bruce.
second barrier here. If you fought your way across the first ditch, there was a second ditch here and a second set of gates. All right?
The cannons up there?
They're modern cannons.
Are they?
They're just there for show.
Are they?
Yes. Kirkcaldy of Grange was a very, very famous character in Scottish history. I'll talk about it at the proper stop where we can all gather around.
These are some of the Grange warriors. Here.
I've gotten through the second gate.
Yeah, these people have successfully got through the third gate.
Fought their way.
Okay, if I can ask you to gather round. If you could come.
And there's the hotel we're staying at, the Balmora. With the clock in the tower. This is a shot of one of the main streets here in front of the castle. This is more of the modern part of Edinburgh. And there's the skyline view of the ocean. This is up to the next upper level of the castle. This is a shot through one of the gun forts here, protecting one of the bridges that comes up to the next floor of the castle. They would have a shot at them here. There's about 4 or 5 or 6 of these things. Look at some of the architecture in the stone.
The right-hand side of the fireplace is a little window known as the King's Kings sit behind the window and listen to what all his courtiers were saying. Bucking devices are not new in Scotland. Kings of Scots are always looking at their back. So forget all the decoration on the walls, that's Victorian. Have a look at the ceiling, the fireplace, and the window. It was a big feast hall, it was used as a parliament hall. The palace block is behind me. Built mostly by Mary's father, James VI. And the little door to the right, that leads to the room where Mary gave birth to her son, James. He became James VI and the first king of Britain in 1603. She was up here in the castle for safety, because there was always sort of mutterings among her nobles and hints of rebellion, so she was up here for safety. Little wooden panelled room. And they've also reconstructed rooms as they would have been at the time of her son, James VI. So they are modern, but they are impressions of what this is here.
You don't want to go, what was that? Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. Probably will if I want to show this. Here's the inside of the castle where the soldiers kept their gear. Beautifully turned out wood. What? All their pistols in that revolving wheel. Yeah. And here's Patty, one of our travel guides. That looks like it would be heavy. Don't it, huh? Where, this cannon right here?
1676 for Charles II.
This is the soldiers' barracks. Here's some of the tools, the weapons that they use. And Carl said this is where the tattoo is going to take place here. When is that? Next couple days?
No, it's
August, they said?
most of August.
Okay. Running alongside the cannons there. A little mountain in the backdrop. I don't know what that's called. Beautiful lawn here.
I love that.
Isn't it?
There they are, Carl.
Tammy and Brenda, and we can only imagine where they've been.
Yeah.
That's right.
Half an hour later.
Into the water supply.
Alright. This is a little gravesite used for the regimental mascots and the officers' dogs. Yeah. Yeah. There's the cannons lined up. There's another view of Edinburgh. This is the newer part of the city. And there's the Balmore again where we're staying. countryside. Looking back over the castle there. Those were those gun ports I mentioned earlier. Portholes.
Did you show them the gun portholes over here? Cannon?
Where's that?
Cannon ports over here?
Yeah. Yep. Beautiful.
Stays there?
It just stays there. It's a visitor attraction.
But it can't get in.
Yeah. So the left-hand tower is where Mary lived. You see her bedroom, her sitting room. They've got a lot of Jacobite relics. You know, she was put in prison in England in the end of her reign. She fled to England because there was rebellion in Scotland. And Elizabeth put her in prison because she couldn't think what else to do with her. She was a threat. And you can see some of her embroidery that she did while she was in captivity. And I think that is probably the most poignant thing that you can see in the palace. The other part of the palace is about 100 years later. It dates to the 1670s, the time of Charles II. But he never came up to Scotland. He hated Scotland, hated the Scots. As soon as he became king, he never ever came back to Scotland. He was born here, but he hated Scotland and the Scots. So the palace wasn't really used till the time of Queen Victoria. And she started using it as a stopping off place. She went on holiday to Balmoral, her little country castle up north. And that's basically its use.
And here is where the Queen stays when she visits. They don't let us into the courtyard anymore. She said they used to, but because of security reasons, they won't let you in the courtyard anymore. See if I can get some shots here through the bars. Carl, you gotta kind of shoot between the bars.
That's right.
And here we are at the entrance of the Balmoral. And who are these folks here? Well, there's Carl and Brenda. Is that for smashing?
This thing's kind of dense, but it's kind of neat. It's light.
What do you do with that thing?
Workout.
Oh, you slide them.
Curling.
Is that what they call it?
Pick it up.
What do you do with it?
Just pick it up.
Very light, huh?
Oh!
That would
get you worked out,
That thing's heavy, isn't it?
Okay, that's fine.
We're going to Victoria House.
Hey, Tammy, what's going on? You know where we're going?
Yep.
Or where you guys are going? This is a busy place. Busy place. Here, Brenda, I'll take them on into this area. Here's a nice quiet area to sit and relax. Okay, we're getting ready to head to the Hard Rock Cafe for lunch. And it's Saturday afternoon, about 1 o'clock. Scott's been playing the bagpipes and
Edinburgh information.
looking at some scanning the scenery here. I think it is about right here. And here we are at the Hard Rock Cafe in Scotland. Go inside. Well, look who's inside here. Hey, that's Tammy and Carl in the Hard Rock Cafe. That's Dan and Wendy right there. Hey, all right.
Yeah, this is big
And here they are.
Brad, this is what we're getting you.
Yeah, all
I
right.
like it. It's about, how much?
11 pounds. 11 pounds.
I can lose 11 pounds.
That's what we gained right after we got done eating. 11 pounds. And here's the rest of the place. We'll just scan it here. Hey! Hey! There's our bartender from the Balmora. All right. Did you see the rest of the crew over here? Yeah. Looking at some of the cars around here. A lot of those black taxis running around here and small compact cars. A lot of buses. And a lot of black taxi cabs. I'll try to get a picture. There's somebody on a bike. I'll try to get a picture of some of those black taxi cabs. There we go.
Yes, hi.
You're going to be famous.
I know that.
Here's one of the black taxis that are all over this town. Looking down at one of the streets here. There we are, looking down the street towards our hotel. As you can tell, there's plenty of people here. I was hoping that was you, Carl, taking that bag out of my hand. All right, good morning. It's Sunday morning the 25th. Brenda and I are getting ready to pack up and go down for breakfast, and we're heading out to Stirling Castle. And here's a quick view of our little hotel room here. There's Brenda. She is ready to roll. Okay, quick shot of that. We'll go in here and show you this bathroom. This thing's about, looks like it's about all marble. I don't know how long it took them, but it looks really nice. And what's nice about this bathroom here, See that towel bar there? That's a heated towel bar. So our bath towels were warm every morning. Alright. They put us some nice bathrobes on the back. And they let us know that we're not supposed to take those home unless we pay for them. Okay. Well, we're going to be heading out. Signing off.
A flat for sale 2 months ago, and it was £370,000. Now, we also pay a community tax which covers the cost of the collection of rubbish and keeping the place tidy, the council. Now, this is worked out in bands of the more valuable your house is, the more tax you will pay. Now, obviously, if you own one of the most expensive houses, you pay the highest band of tax, which is well over £1,000 a year. Now, what the council have been talking about doing is lowering it. So if you live in whichever band you live in at the moment, they're going to lower it maybe 1 or 2 levels to try and make it a little bit more acceptable to live here. But I am not quite sure if that will be enough. Now this is the Georgian buildings. I was mentioning the sandstone buildings, the dressed ashlar, the string posts, the smooth ashlar above that. Lovely wide streets. We take a left at the next lights and take us down towards Stockbridge. Where we're at just now is basically no more than 10 minutes away from Princess Street. The church is a William Playfair design, just to your right. The cobblestones here, very hard-wearing. Very little maintenance is required, so when the streets were first laid out, it was very practical. These are all private gardens for all the trees here. So people who live here do have somewhere private to come and spend some time. And the property down here isn't quite so expensive. I mean, it's expensive enough, but not quite as the part we just came through. And the bottom stone was wasn't flat, it was sort of higher in the centre, and as the valley was dropped in and rolled and crushed, it would fall to the sides and come out. And this is Stockbridge we're coming down into. This is at one time a village of its own. In fact, this is still a very popular shopping area for a lot of Edinburgh people. Is because along the street here you have probably enough shops to do your weekly shopping without having to go too far away. There's also one or two quite good quality charity shops down here, and a lot of people, if you have a charity shop in a good area, what they have in the shop is usually quite good. There's a private playing field over to the right here. One of the public schools of Edinburgh, this is their playing fields. That's a charity shop. A Church of Scotland window. You don't get that on the Georgian building, but on the Victorian you do. And you've lost that sort of dressed stone. It's just the plain machine. And an old school, which is here on the left. This is a primary school. This is for children up to the age of 10. And then they leave the school and they go to a senior school.
Stuart, what's the charity shop? The charity shop.
A charity shop, oh yes, a charity shop. It's run by volunteers, and it's of items that anyone particularly doesn't want, and they might find they want to replace some clothing, for instance. But it's not everybody's desire to be out here. They'd rather be in the city centre. A lot of people are sort of city centre people, and they like
This is one of the bridges here the Romans tried to take out during the war. They said it took them 4 years to paint this bridge from one end to the other. And when they got done, they hopped on the train, came back, and started all over again. There's some ships out there at the harbor. We'll try to zoom in on one of them here. There we are. There's Brenda and Tammy. All right, and there's Carl. Carl's hard at it, filming away. Yeah.
Let's get your picture.
There's Doug Albon. He's the crazy gambler. Oh, shoot.
Okay, you just push this and then we'll focus and then it'll stay there. Okay, barely push it. Just barely push it to focus.
Okay, I'm laying there right there.
Which bridge you want?
We want this.
Phil and his wife right there. Phil, I got you and your wife on here now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got me yawning?
Yeah, you're in there. You're in there yawning.
That would be my natural state in the morning.
Stayed out too late last night.
Yeah. They made me do it, though.
Whoa.
I want to know way in the world Americans could drive. Long ratio be 50,000. We would have a contract with the company.
This type of road situation, which is fairly recent when they decided to do all these alterations, I think what they mentioned that they call it traffic calming.
Oh, amazing.
The drivers call it something else, but technically it's called traffic calming. Now everybody needs to sort of breathe in and hold your breath just for a few moments.
Oh my.
It's okay, you get a bus through there.
Oh.
What's the name of this town?
South Queensferry.
South Queensferry, okay.
Oh my.
I got this all on tape, Mark. That was,
Recording your driving.
if you have an accident, it's the other guy's fault. We'll make sure of it. It's on tape.
An old Norman church to your right here. It's back to the 13th century, part of it anyway. And we also have a very big marina. We don't quite pass it exactly along to the right here, the Port Edgar. And very, very fun. On the 24th of June 1314. Now Bannockburn came a English army was not able to get itself formed up properly, and as the battle progressed the English started to break, and as it happened most of the English tried to flee by swimming the River Forth, which many of them drowned, and the others tried to get across the Bannockburn and they were cut down as they crossed the water. So Bruce had a fantastic day for the Scots. Now it took another 14 years before Scotland...
And this is the Stirling Castle, the one that Robert the Bruce won over. All these stone walls that were built. Miles of stone walls.
You'll see the Wallace Monument over to your right. It's built on the Abbey Craig. Now the Abbey Craig is the area where Wallace's army collected and met. This is the old town of Stirling where we are now. You've got a restaurant just here on your left. I have to point out some places for eating. There's a place on the left there. Over to the right here, this is all the old town. We're going to try and do a little walk afterwards if anybody's interested. Come down. You simply walk around these streets here. The house in the corner, this is where Lord Darnley once lived. And you've also got, as we come up onto the castle here, the Guildhall to your left. And then there's the old town jail to your left here. And then you've got the Mars Walk just up in front of us. This is the Mars, that's the church here, the church, the old church. This is where James the IV his coronation took place. And then you've got Mars Walk, which is just on your left here. This was built, or was going to be built for the Earl of Mar. This was to be a townhouse, a palace. But he died before it was completed. They stopped working and it was just left to decay. And you've got the Argyle lodgings just coming up on the right here. The ticket to the castle will give you access to the Argyle lodgings as well. That's that building just on your right. And you've also got somewhere to eat. You've got the portcullis here on your left. These
This is the entrance of the Stirling Castle here.
Once you come to the court, which is just behind here, then you'll come into walk to the left and you'll see the Queen's.
It's not a matter of eating things. It's a matter of taking care of it.
Huh? We don't know. Carl, where are you going there, buddy?
Into the bowels of the place.
Here we're going down in the, looks like a basement of the castle of some sort.
Wow.
Was this full of water at one time, or it couldn't have been water?
I don't think. Right there is the ground level.
Was this just a place for them to put their guns through?
We'll have to ask him what this was.
Huh.
Not a popular place to go down, certainly.
It's literally straight down.
Pretty narrow doorway there, too. There's the floor. There's one of the buildings there. There's the slate roof.
Yeah, when they put that roof down, they put like that strips and lay those things.
And here's some of the landscape overlooking out the Stirling Castle ledge here. Beautiful. This is a monument dedicated to Sir William Wallace. Yeah, I just got you on film saying that.
The line of defence. This is the guns where all that big park in front of us. This was to absorb all the cannon fire. What you have here is the old palace here, that was built for James V. Built in 16th century, early 1500s, about 1540s. It was built by the French.
That's where I was just standing a little bit ago.
And that's the men built it, the masons. One room that had big wood medallions on the ceiling, those were all taken down in the 1700s. The wall now with a pattern wall decoration. When we stopped down below and said all the people looking at the area here, see a circle grate.
Hai fatto un po', io l'ho anche guardato.
No, ma sono più belle quelle che
Here's one of the paintings inside the castle of the battlegrounds. King James I of England and VI of Scotland. This is where they did the Highland Games. This is where the king would determine who is the strongest and who would serve on his army. This is just a view overlooking the side of the castle here. This is where the queen would sit. It's been said this is one of her favorite places. Of course, the road wasn't here at that time. Okay, here we are overlooking. I don't know why that thing went on to pause back there. Shouldn't have. So I'm getting low. This is the golf course that Brenda's talking about right here. It's pretty nice.
It's probably a lot nicer
There's a few
than the
people
one.
out there.
You hold up. I'm waiting.
No, I know, but I mean, you can do That would not be a positive.
What do you think, Doug? Don't walk away.
Hey, there are people out looking for me. I can't have my picture
Yeah, I hear
taken.
yeah.
A national treasure.
Well, it takes 3 years. He had it for just a few years, and then he sold the that was the ninth, came to the fourth, ninth Earl, then he became, later on became a Duke is higher in the States than an Earl, and there was the fourth Duke who gave it, who sold it to the state, to the council. It was used as a military hospital.
Okay, this is from the William Wallace Monument, looking back at the Stirling Castle here.
Up on the William, I don't want my narration to interfere with
Well,
yours.
I'd like to hear that.
So you go ahead and do yours, and I'll just tape your voice on mine, okay? So go ahead. Where are we
This is
now?
where-
I'll pan exactly where you are.
We're here at the William Wallace Monument, looking back at the Stirling Castle.
Oh, so I should zoom in on
Yeah.
that?
Now look down into the valley. Okay, this is where William Wallace fought his battle and beat the English.
What else, Kevin? Come on.
It's a nice, cool, breezy day.
Neat castle sort of thing down here.
Oh yeah, what is
For
that?
that green.
What is that?
Beautiful house.
Mm-hmm. That does look like a home.
You get under the road, get the right pace,
Mm-hmm.
where it's comfortable, and you just keep going. It's a long time.
Beautiful country.
Yeah, they're pretty far.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to go up here.
Oh, he did.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk up there. Very interesting design.
We got to see his army office. She got him.
Okay, I'm zooming. I got him. Okay, that was Brenda and Tammy clear down at the bottom of the monument. Okay. Okay, I'm filming from the top of the monument here. This is the castle, the Stirling Castle here. That's how far away I am. And this is the full zoom on this thing. And then I can go one step further. Alrighty. Kind of hard to tell when you zoom that close what you're looking at. You can see the landscape and how that river winds around. They use that river not only for their source of water, but also for source of travel. See how it snakes around through the valley there? Filming from another side of the monument here. I'm showing you all these white specks. Those are sheep that are grazing.
Yeah.
See if I can hold the camera still enough to zoom in on them. Grazing in the fields. Look at them over the hillside there. Okay, I'm zooming in on the buildings that Carl said is where they make the whiskey.
Where they store it.
Where they store it. And I don't know if Carl's actually known that firsthand or not, but that's what he's saying. And then a little panoramic view from another angle of how the river snakes around and then opens up into the bay there. You can see the bay way off. Then we're going to flip around here and see the two of the people that braved the climbing of this monument. And what an honor that was to have them ahead of us. Without them, Carl and I could have never made it to the top.
We're your inspiration.
You drug us up.
Okay, there's our bus right there. Phil said he just spotted two guys carrying some things out of there. Oh, shoot.
Oh, he's got some of your stuff.
Okay, we're on our way down.
Well worth it.
Oh, hello there. We're filming on our way down.
Is that the top level then?
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I'll do that too, because that
Show
really
the
gives
girl-
you a feel for what it is.
Show the gals what we were doing here. These steps are tight, and we got two-way traffic.
Two-way traffic. This is going to be a nausea maker film for those who get to watch it. Wonder how many times you actually end up going around. Quite a few.
Yeah, exactly.
10 or 20 times, maybe.
I bet it's 20.
I'll bet you're right. Man, I have to turn this off or nobody's going to watch this.
Dream on, Wellington, while you can. You shall have no rest now. I will stroke you like the animal that you are.
No, man. Come for me, but do not expect me to wait it. The desecration of Newcastle and Northumbria bears witness to our power. My men are quick and hungry, and their swords are sharp.
Not sharp enough to turn the arrows of my archers at paltry, nor stop my knights from trampling your ill-clad force as they turned on their heels and ran from that battle.
Sons and fathers gave their lives at full price. We, for Scotland,
Okay, we are at the end.
Well staffed and everything in the morning. That's what you need to take your dad. I always talk about Braveheart going up there, and then she gets it.
Okay, that's where we just got back from.
And she says, where?
Carl tried to throw me over.
She said, Murphy, we got it. We got it. There's a school there for Jeff.
Sir William Wallace Monument.
We were being set up or something.
Okay, here we're getting registered in at the Glen Eagles. Just arrived. And there's Brenda. And here's the rest of the Grange people getting lined up. There's no room for Thomason. Hey. Hey Brenda, you get something to drink yet? Okay. What do you think, Tammy? Are you ready? Looking out the window here, we got a huge putting green. This is where Kevin will be most of the trip, rest of the trip. And here we are at the St. Andrews playing the Duke's course. It's Monday, and we're playing with Bob Hutzelman and Vince Hoffman right there. And so far this course is a nasty one. You can see all the garbage, high grass that's on both sides, woods on the other. This is a par 5. And then my lovely wife, Brenda. And she definitely, we're getting lessons from her today.
Yeah.
Get up. You're on. You're on. Run to the hole.
All right.
Nice shot, Kevin.
Thanks.
Nice shot.
I caught that little, I mean, that didn't
You did
sound
now.
good.
But hey,
I did not hit her well.
What did we just say?
Here we are on the Duke's golf course. We've got a beautiful view here of the ocean. Beautiful.
And here we are after golf at St. Andrews and the Dukes today. Oh, you guys played Jubilee, right?
Yeah.
Jubilee. We played the Duke.
We got one more group.
Yeah.
Come on.
And we're going to get ready to hit another round tomorrow.
And might have a very successful day, unsuccessful, capital, giving up golf forever.
Oh, yeah, giving up golf forever.
Have you just lost somebody today?
And here we're looking at the old course. This is the St. lot of people out here golfing today. This is the town of St. Andrews. And you can see how the golf course is. A lot of high grass like we played in at the Dukes today. There's Mark, one of our travel guides there. There's a couple guys in our group that just finished up. They played this is what they call the Jubilee course here. Finish up here and we're heading back to the hotel. Okay, this is the coastal line where they shot that famous movie. I don't remember the movie. Brenda probably will. Anyway, she wanted me to jump off the bus and film this real quick. This is where in the movie a bunch of people were running down the beach with that famous background music. I can't remember. There's where we just got done eating lunch at the clubhouse. There's our bus right there. There's Brenda inside on the bus. She had to sit in the front seat so she didn't get sick. And looks like I better get over there and load up. There's some golfers coming in on probably 18 there. There's the green.
You know, it seems to me like I can hardly win on this road.
Trying to do this on the bus, so a little rough. Well,
Mark, we have not played
now, what was the movie this week on this beach? What was the name of that movie?
What was the movie on this beach? Chariots of Fire.
Chariots of Fire. Okay. All right, thank you.
When the north blew wind, it blew. Everybody lost boat. Every hole.
Good morning. It's Tuesday morning, the 27th, about 8:30. I just opened up the room to our door, and there's our newspaper. Look down the hall here. Looks like there's not too much activity. We'll go on into the room here. This is the room that we have at Glen Eagles. Walked into the bathroom here. Yeah. As you can see, we've made ourselves a home. A little different bath and tub setup than what we had last time. One little flexible shower head. You got to pull the curtain around on this track and be an athlete to take a shower. But it's functional. Walking into the bedroom here, there is Brenda getting ready for us to go down and have breakfast. Got a really nice king-size bed. Nice size room. With these nice big open closets here. The other one's just a hanging closet. We haven't had a whole lot of time to spend in these rooms anyway, so kind of schedule we've been keeping. And what do we have here? Another room. This, of course, is for the big producers. And here's a little sitting room and a television, and not much of a view, but at all. But at least we could open the windows here. You can see that this is basically the back of the hotel here. And like I said, not much of a view there, but that's okay. Like I said, we haven't been in the hotel too much. Couple pictures on the walls here. Scottish land.
Getting ready to head out for golfing again today. This is the second day of golfing.
Yep.
Which is very rough in this country.
And we just talked to Grandma and Grandpa, Chelsea, McKenna, Tab, and Brad last night.
Yep.
And it sounds like they're doing fantastic, and we can't wait to see everybody.
Really.
So,
Big dinner tonight.
Got our banquet tonight. Then we start packing and head out tomorrow. So, well, a little bit later here, I'll try to get some film of the front of the hotel, and they've got a putting green down there and also a croquet set up, and it's pretty neat.
It's a gorgeous hotel.
Yeah. So we do this trip again. All right, signing off. Sitting here with Carl, Danny, and Doug. There we go. Having a little breakfast this morning. Tuesday morning.
Pillars, tie me to
That's
them.
right.
Pull them down.
Doug's going to do some falconry today, so if he has any claw marks on his arms.
Slashes.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wearing this. I thought this is kind of light sweatshirt. It's not real warm.
Over here's JG. He was one of the brave golfers yesterday. Braved the elements.
And brave the elements. The old man did.
Good. Good morning.
Good morning, Gene.
Yeah. And there's Rod Stableman. P.A. Dunphy. Right. Okay, guys, ready to hit them straight today?
Yeah, right. I haven't hit anything straight.
Good morning, everyone. This is the Glen Eagles entrance area. And then as I turn here, we're showing some of the hotel. You can see that it's laid out over quite an area. There's the front of it. Got a lot of nice landscape, gardening. here's the croquet course. And here's one of the frag views. This actually, the area that he's mowing is actually a practice putting green.